Glad to see you. Very good morning to you. It's Tuesday, February the 10th, and here's a look at our developing stories. Today, snowfall and extreme cold. Who is lucky enough to get that today? Yet another Atlantic blizzard. The snow you're seeing in the Atlantic today, not the blizzard. This is still to come. More details ahead. And cold air dips all the way to Florida. So hopefully you don't have any travel plans to Florida this week because things are going to be well below seasonal there. I'll take you outside now to Kelly Noseworthy. And Kelly, I know you're heading to Springwater today, and I was checking out the temperature in Springwater, and it said right now minus 14 and feels like minus 14. So not too much wind chill coming into play. All right, Kelly, I'm going to look forward to that. A really neat story, so thank you. Kelly will be joining us live throughout the show. As we look at the wind chill this morning throughout southern Ontario, you're going to feel it. Minus 15 in the city of Toronto, minus 16 in London. Up towards the north, the snow is falling. The snow will continue to move through today. We're looking at Thunder Bay through to Geraldton, anywhere north Superior. You're going to be hit with some of the higher amounts of snow, more like 10 centimeters. As we look up to the way north, this is just incredible. I'm cold looking at this with a wind chill of minus 53 in Baker Lake, minus 56, minus 41. You get the picture here. The extreme cold warnings and alerts are in place through parts of Newfoundland, New Brunswick, as well as up into Labrador. Yesterday in Wabush, Labrador, just about this time, the core temperature was minus 45. Same story into today. We're talking about the extreme cold. Same thing goes up and towards northern Quebec, northern Ontario as well. You'll be accompanied by some snow moving in throughout the day today. Let's look at the wind chill now out in the Atlantic. Minus 26 in Moncton. When we look at St. John, New Brunswick, you might have to start doing the same thing. Blizzards coming through. We'll talk about that in just a second. But look at this. This is your low that's moving through today. Much of the snow has already fallen. This is some additional amounts. Halifax, you'll get into the snow this afternoon. Some higher amounts through till Cape Breton and Inverness County, and that's because of some of the lake effect snow. St. John's, okay. This is your first punch of snow, 5 to 10 centimeters, but we're looking at Thursday to be a very active day for you. This is where we are looking at a bigger low to come through, should be hitting parts of Cape Breton and then up into the Avalon, blizzard-like conditions with wind gusts to 100 and 30 to 40 centimeters of snow. A very good morning. Glad you're here. Time for Share Your Weather, picking a great photo out of Ontario. First, I want to talk about this, though. Yeah, when we talk about the extreme cold, it certainly is here. Lots of warnings in play. We'll talk about them throughout the hour. Minus 14 in Edmonton, minus 5 for Toronto, and things are about to get a lot colder in through the afternoon, minus 11 in Sudbury.
So stay tuned, Nicole. Sorry, Rachel, it's back to you.
No problem, Kelly. Thanks so much. Yeah, the fire hydrant story. Interesting. Something to start thinking about. Maybe you want to clear the one on your street as well. This is what the wind chills are like into the afternoon. It is a freezing cold day for many people right across the country, so you might run into your windshield freezing. Here's Mark with more. And I'm sure many people are going to deal with that today, especially here where the extreme cold warnings are in place. This is for wind chills into the minus 40s. For many of you in the Atlantic provinces today, you'll see, look at that wind switch coming right out of the north, and that's what's really cooling down some of the temperatures. We are seeing some of the coldest air of the season moving into eastern portions of the country. That's you in Ontario, through Quebec, into the Atlantic. The extreme cold warnings, those are still in place. I want to show you this, an issue, and it actually collapsed that building. 7 people were inside. They did manage to get out, but that is just how much snow is going on in Boston right now. Now, as we look at some of the cold, this is going to start to move through. And again, some of the coldest weather of the season. Stay with us in your local forecast. We'll show you some of those numbers. Have a look at Friday and into Saturday. Good morning. It's February the 10th. Hopefully you had a great family day yesterday out in BC. Rachel and Chris with you, and an active pattern up for the east.
Look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3 lows, and all 3 of them are going to impact Newfoundland to various degrees. We've seen the snow move across southern Manitoba and northwestern Ontario. This one is going to be a big one, though. But let's talk about the first one.
Yeah, let's get into some of the snowfall totals here. So this is going to move through 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. You've already seen some of the snow, and this will be leaving today and then heading into Newfoundland, where we can expect the first first burst.
And this will be fluffy snow, so it's going to blow around, it's going to accumulate quickly, but it's also easy to clear off your car, too.
Yeah. We're also talking about some snow in through Ontario. This is now moving out of the prairies, and have a look at this.
And today, sunshine, so that's good news. The next clipper here is moving its way from southern Manitoba to northwestern Ontario. Most areas 5 to 10 centimeters, locally more than that. Again, just watch the roads. It's enough to grease things up and make it slippery.
Yeah, I do want to mention as well, lake effect snow possible today throughout the Great Lakes region, so places like Grimsby, again, could be getting hard with that lake effect.
All right, the avalanche risk is considerable to high in some pockets in British Columbia, so good idea to stick to the trails.
All right, now let's get into some of those temperatures. It is a cold day today, minus 25 with the wind chill this afternoon in Regina. Things are going to be getting even colder later this week for eastern portions.
Yeah, Winnipeg, enjoy today. It's your warmest day of the week. And then this map here, our meteorologists put this together to show you. So tomorrow, Winnipeg minus 18. Friday, Ottawa minus 19. Saturday, Fredericton minus 15. And by Sunday, the plunging cold air all the way to northern Florida.
All the way south. I want to show you this. This is a picture out of St. John's, Newfoundland. This landscape is about to change.
It's February. There's no snow on the ground, but yes, it is going to change dramatically.
Wow.
Michelle Hall, thank you very much for sending this in. So we've got a series of storms headed your way.
Yeah, when we look at this, a very active pattern set up for Newfoundland. We're talking Thursday, a possible 30 to 40 centimeters of snow.
Yeah, this will be high travel disruptions, big impact. So this is going to be a huge story for us here at the Weather Network. So hopefully you can continue to join us all day long.
For sure. And we've got more on all of your active weather that's coming up throughout the hour. We're talking about a clipper moving through into Ontario and lots of active weather as we get into Atlantic Canada. Don't go anywhere. A very good morning. Glad you're here. Time for Share Your Weather, picking a great photo out of Ontario. First, I want to talk about this, though. Snowfall amounts through Ontario. Windsor, yeah, you're topping off at 204 centimeters. Toronto on the lower end at 81. But if you're in Ontario, good time to go snowshoeing. So that's what Shelley sent in from Somerstown. Thanks for this one, Shelley. Nice smiles there, even out in the cold, going snowshoeing. So this is your forecast as we look at today. Whoops, let me check back here. There we go. -8. With the northerly wind, so the wind chill will be making you feel a little cold. Thanks so much for sending in that one. I want to turn things over now to Charlottetown with an act of kindness report.
Rachel, back to you.
Well, it's a fun way for the kids to get the community service hours. I like it. Thank you very much, Kelly. I want you to look at this now. 3 lows here. These 3 lows all set to bring snow into Newfoundland. And when we look at Thursday in Newfoundland, we could expect blizzard-like conditions. So I want to show you this, the science behind the blizzard. Yeah, that's it. The 4-4-4 rule in terms of the blizzard, and we are looking at those conditions moving into Newfoundland for Thursday. This snow that you're seeing here today and in through Wednesday, this is just a dust of snow compared to what you will see later on this week, 5 to 10 centimeters through the Avalon, and this is going to start to move through late day today and in through overnight. When we talk about the cold, we also pair that with some snow. The extreme cold here, boy, this is wind chills into the -40s, so we do have those alerts in place. Extreme cold warnings up through northern Ontario. Some lake effect snow that is likely to happen again today. And I want to leave you with this, the extreme cold. It's going to plunge all the way down to Jacksonville, Florida. Where is the snow falling today? Well, we do have a system that is just leaving Nova Scotia. You will see light flurries throughout the day today. Also some sea effect snow to enhance some of those totals. And then it will be in Newfoundland. And that could be bringing around 5 to 10 centimeters through the Avalon. And you're going to be seeing a lot more throughout this week. Stay with us. We have all the numbers coming up. Also some snow in through Ontario. This is all coming out of Manitoba as a clipper rides through. Today is going to be a pretty active day as we look north of Superior to places like Thunder Bay and Geraldton. A very good morning to you. We're 10 days into February. We're talking about some extreme cold, some blizzards. Here's a developing.
Snowfall and extreme cold. Spring is how many days away?
37.
37. Oh, I can't wait till we're there. Yet another Atlantic blizzard, so we are still elbows deep in winter, and cold air dips all the way to the Sunshine State.
7 degrees in Jacksonville. Miami, just getting to be around 15. It's cold for this time of year.
It is. Speaking of elbows deep, you are busy this morning. What's going on? Story, Kelly. Now there's one a lot of Canadians can relate to
For sure.
as well. So this afternoon, I don't see any intolerable cruelty cold on this map per se, although a little chilly in the far north.
For sure, but you know what is the little glimmer of hope here? I was looking at Alberta's forecast.
Yes.
Calgary is going to be back to 11 by Thursday.
Well, you're going to see a big rise in the jet stream in the coming days, and conversely, a big dip, even a bigger dip than this current one. 1, 2, 3 storms, all 3 of them, plus 1 is going to hit Atlantic Canada, specifically Newfoundland, in the coming days.
Yeah, so if we look at this radar
Yes.
here, this is our other snow story. This is the clipper that's moving through. So we are talking about around 7 centimeters that fell through Saskatoon, now moving into southern Manitoba.
Yeah, heaviest snow right near that Manitoba-Saskatchewan border. Winnipeg, you're likely going to see about 5, maybe 10 centimeters. Brandon, same deal, but it's some blowing snow. It's enough to grease up the roads and dress according to the conditions, slippery conditions out there across Saskatchewan.
Okay, let me show you this now.
All
Chris, this dog's name is Wendell Clark.
Oh, I like him already.
This is a great dog. If everyone could train their dogs, or even their kids to do this,
That's
that
unbelievable.
would be pretty good, wouldn't it?
I mean, he's not moving at a very fast pace, but
It's the effort that
he
counts.
gets an A for effort, absolutely. So there you go. If you're on the big side of Gitchagumi, of course, Lake Superior, maybe you've got a dog you can train to shovel the snow. 'Cause you got 10 plus centimeters. And then tomorrow, not today, today's sunshine, we have a few flurries, seen that around Hamilton, Niagara. Not as bad as yesterday, but this is coming in for tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're talking about this clipper moving through.
Yes.
The clipper also out in towards Atlantic Canada. This year, 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. Some higher amounts when we talk about that sea effect snow coming into play. And then snow late day today and through the overnight for the Avalon, 5 to 10 centimeters. Not to get this confused with the blizzard we're talking about.
And tomorrow there'll be some sea effect snow for the west side of Newfoundland, 5 to 10. But also a big story outside of the big storms is the big cold. And look at that, the plunging cold air Thursday in Winnipeg, Friday in Ottawa, Saturday in Fredericton, and Sunday all the way to Florida.
Symptoms.
Yeah, when we talk about the extreme cold, it certainly is here. Lots of warnings in play. We'll talk about them throughout the hour. Minus 14 in Edmonton, minus 5 for Toronto, and things are about to get a lot colder in through the afternoon, minus 11 in Sudbury.
Closed captioning